Let's dive into the discussions shaping the nation.
Thank you. Minister, thank you very much for sharing your time on this hugely important issue. Recently, as you know, I was honoured to be appointed by Taoiseach Micheál Martin as Chair of the Committee on Higher and Further and Higher in Education, Research, Innovation and Science. And I very look forward to working with you, Minister Responsible, and Minister of State Harkin, and the committee members from across these houses to really add our voices to the future of the sector. The importance of this sector cannot be underestimated. Investing in education is an investment in our economy. Expanding access and excellence in further and higher education has been a core priority for Fianna Fáil much of our party's history, going back, as you mentioned, 1940s when Eamon de Valera established a Dublin Institute for Advanced Studies. It was transformative, and we have a positive and proud record. 85 years on, let's make another impact. Our continued social and economic progress relies on our skilled workforce, and we are focused on equipping young people and those returning to education with the necessary tools to achieve this, creating diverse training and education opportunities through apprenticeships and further and higher education sectors, north and south, is important. Acknowledging the transformative power of higher and further education, research and skills, we can unlock the crucial economic enablers that will give this country the skills it needs to be the leader we want it to be. And to say I'm ambitious for the sector and what it can achieve is an understatement. We are in a rapidly evolving world as we navigate through a period of profound change driven by technological advancements, shifting economic and political landscapes. It is more important than ever to recognise the pivotal role that education and innovation will play in a driving our economic growth, fostering competitive and creating sustainable prosperity. Minister, we have a responsibility to find the ways that foster and cultivate talent, create the environment that will drive in innovation and research. And on that note, I'm very glad today that you have received Cabinet approval for the Global Talent Initiative, which will see the investment in attracting top academics and researchers to Ireland. To read that you're actively focusing on the areas of research and innovation, medical technology, renewables and food technology, it is really very exciting and a huge opportunity for us. And I ask, and you touched on this in your piece, a package for government that would commit to invest in research equipment, as currently there is a lot of infrastructure outdated and a real need, as you rightly said, a programme for government commitment to the programme for research in third level institutions that is needed, and to provide the integrated financial support for research. Research infrastructure is the foundation for a high-performing innovation system, and without it, talent, ideas, investment cannot translate into a national impact. Currently, we do not have that infrastructure to support the growing ambition to tackle and address the challenges from health to AI to climate to culture and to public policy. Minister, I believe with targeted investment in renewing high-value equipment will unlock that capacity quickly. It's low risk and high return. Infrastructure will enable research excellence, supports enterprise, drives innovation and attracts EU and private co-funding. And we know there is talent. Young people, indeed all people, are hungry to learn. They're fascinated about how things work, how problems get solved and how they can make a difference. And we're seeing this in action. Just recently, Minister, yourself and Minister McEntee announced a 6.5 million funding for over 40 STEM engagement initiatives. One brilliant example of this is on the All-Ireland STEM Passport for Inclusion, which is supporting over 5,000 students particularly girls and students in DEIS schools. Once students choose a path, we need for them to stay on it and thrive. This means tackling the high dropout rates head on. It means recognising the cost of living crisis, lack of affordable accommodation and the mounting pressures and the real barriers for students. If we want them to succeed, we need to ease those burdens so they can focus on not on survival but on thriving and innovating. But of course, none of this exists in a vacuum. We need a broader ecosystem that supports not only education but that innovation and employment. That's why increased investment in research and development is so critical. We want our graduates not just to have degrees, but to have world-class opportunities right here at home, innovate and lead, and to help shape the Ireland of tomorrow. Skills development and workforce planning is also another essential pillar of economic empowerment in the face of our changing demands. We have a huge skills shortfall, and Minister, it's essential that you lead a body of work that highlights those gaps and looks to future gaps that we don't even know yet to make sure that we plan to fill them. By investing in our tertiary education offerings, improve our economic outcomes. Looking at existing institutions and for DKIT and LMETB, we can really create the opportunities. I look forward to seeing your policies, creating opportunities, and look forward to working with you ministers on these issues. Thank you.
Like, share, and subscribe, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.